working on my writing because I've noticed in the past couple weeks my left hip has been locked, like it's been locking, and I haven't really been able to move with the horse as well as I used to. I noticed that a couple weeks ago, I guess now. I was asked to ride with one of the students of the barn, and she's like 8 years old, and the instructor wanted me to do a small, easy dressage pattern with her, and I haven't ridden in English since, for a while. It's been a couple months at least, and, or, wait, no, I don't really ride, I ride Western mainly, like Western pleasure and like Western riding. That's how I originally learned how to ride. And then I kind of did a little bit of English riding at horse camps, but I never really, my main thing was Western riding and trail riding and stuff like that. But then I went to Kirkwood, and that taught us a lot of English and dressage stuff. Basically, I did a lot of that, and I really like it. I also did a little bit of jumping, and that's fun, but I'm not really that big into it. Anyway, I've mainly been riding Western lately on a Western pleasure horse, and so I rode her in English, which she's done it before, but she's used to going slow, and so I noticed that when I asked her to go, when I started posting, which is the rise and fall to the outside leg whenever it rises and falls, just so you guys know. This is going to be an educational video. I decided to, I noticed that my left hip was locking and I couldn't really move like I normally could. Because normally when I ride, I visualize a lot. Like I mentally, unhook my hips and, let my ride pretty much on my seat, on like my pelvic bone. So my pelvis is pretty much going with the horse. And anyway, I noticed that it was locking, and it felt like my left hip was locking, and it felt like someone was like trying to push me off to the side. So I've been doing a lot of stretches and riding without stirrups, and I've been doing that in the Western saddle. So then I have a little bit more security, and I'm more comfortable in it because I've been riding in a hunt seat saddle, as opposed to a dressage saddle, which has a deeper seat. And I did a lot of leg exercises, a lot of stirrupless riding and stuff like that, and I finally got my hip unlocked the other day, and then I rode again, or like a few days ago, I guess. And the other day I rode again, and it was fine. It was awesome. I could move with the horse both directions really well. I didn't really have any trouble with my hips locking at all. That was really nice to feel again. I didn't ride yesterday because my left Achilles is hurting again. It flares up every now and then. On the 4th of July, I was cleaning stalls, and as I was taking out a full load, a full wheelbarrow load, I went up an old plank and it cracked underneath me. It was really weathered and it cracked as I was going up it, and I had developed enough speed that as I went up the incline, when it cracked, the full load went down on me, and it hit my arm, and my left Achilles was I kind of landed on my foot wrong, and so I kind of stretched it a little, too much for my Achilles. But, know, so I've been icing it and wrapping it, and so now it's flared up again because I didn't really give it enough. I don't really have the time to give it time to heal because I have to work every day, pretty much. So today I'm gonna take it easy and hang out with my family and maybe see a couple of friends that I haven't seen in a while. That'll be fun. So yeah, it's nice to be able to ride like you used to, especially when you're, I'm 24, and, I shouldn't really be saying this, I kind of sound old, but my body doesn't move like it used to when I was like 14. When I was 14, I remember with one of my friends, she is also a horse crazy person like I am, and we would hop on our horses bareback and just, take off and, stuff like that, and that was so much fun. Now I don't really have that, like, I don't know why, but my confidence is not what it used to be, and I haven't had any major falls. The last time I fell off, I did hurt my knee a little bit. I lost the range of motion, and it took a while for me to get it back to where I can fully bend it. So it was a lot of icing and stuff like that. And it was kind of weird. When I first went to Kirkwood, I was like, "Hoo yeah, I'm gonna rock." And then after a while, they only had us walking and trotting because the main instructor for the horsemanship class had a baby, so her replacement didn't want us to canter until she came back. And so I kind of lost some confidence there, and that is kind of disappointing because, I was always so gung-ho about riding, and I'd ride anything just so I could get on a horse, and now it's kind of back now. Like, I love to ride and everything, but it's just not where it used to be, and I'm trying to get it back. I'm really trying to push myself and everything in riding younger, greener horses, because so far, for a while now, I've only been riding the more finished horses since the new owner came. So, but she's putting me on a greener horse who is, she's pretty well started, or she's been raced, she's an X-race horse, so she's been ridden a lot, but she doesn't really know how to carry herself, and I don't really remember how to ride a horse that's like that, because I've been riding finished Western pleasure horses for a year, or at least. I think I've ridden 2 green horses since then. One got sold, so. As far as the candy is concerned, I have eaten most of it so far. I've eaten the stuff that I haven't had in years. The stuff that I haven't had in years. The airheads were kind of blah. They didn't really taste that. They didn't really have any flavor to it. The Laffy Taffy was pretty good. I liked the flavor. It had a lot of flavor to it. The Pop Rocks were pretty fun. Didn't really excite me that much, but it was kind of fun to have some candy. I haven't had that stuff in so long that I kind of forgot what it was all about. So yeah, my Pop Rock excitement's kind of gone for a while. The grape was better, I think, because I like the grape flavor. I also like strawberry too. The fudge was alright. It wasn't the greatest that I've had. I'd probably rather have my grandma's homemade fudge and stuff. It's got more flavor to it. I did have the cream swirl sucker, the mocha latte flavored. It was really good, but it was a little too rich for me, so I ended up not, kind of putting it away halfway through. The sour flush was really tart. It was, or really sour. Those were worth it.